Hello, welcome back to Griffin Airguns. Sorry it's been so long since I put out a video. They wound up putting a garden behind a place where I had my shooting range set up, so couldn't really shoot there much anymore, unfortunately. So that put a hamper on a lot of the shooting videos. But the purpose of this video is to officially announce the launching of my new website. So you may have noticed if you've been shopping at Griffin Airguns lately that griffinairgunammo.com, no longer the checkout options don't work anymore. I'm shutting that site down. I've put several links all over the site to kind of let people know that that site's closing down and provide links to the new site. But I'm still getting a lot of questions about it. You know, hey, are you guys closing? Blah, blah, blah. We're not closing. Griffin Airguns is still in business. We were just switching websites, and due to some rookie mistakes and growing pains of not being a professional web developer, it wasn't the smoothest transition ever. So currently both sites are still up, although only one of them is currently functional. So one of the reasons for doing this is the original site, if you guys probably well aware of, only accepts PayPal for checkout. And I wanted to fix that. Plus, the shipping options on that site weren't all that great. So the new website has a lot better shipping options for those of you guys that wanted like expedite shipping or faster overnight shipping, stuff like that. I think you can get up to 2-day air now. So that's an option, as well as all the checkout functions work. All the checkout functions work. So if you want to check out with a debit card or a credit card or Google Pay or PayPal, that all works now. I'm in the process of upgrading the reviews section of the website so that you'll be able to add pictures and videos along with your reviews. And it'll be kind of a similar deal to what I added to the last website, as far as I think like 14 days after your order, you'll get an email with a request to review your product, and upon doing so, you will get a 10% off discount code, which will be redeemable along with any other sales that are on the website. So if there's 10% off 3 or more items, your discount code will work on top of that, so you'll get 20% off. So it should be a pretty good incentive for you guys to leave a review. So until the reviews get imported from the old site, there's currently no reviews on there. I'm not sure how difficult it's going to be to get the reviews. It might just wind up getting zeroed out and starting from scratch. So to kind of incentivize people to come back and leave a review, even if you already have before, that review may not be there anymore. Well, it isn't there anymore. And so to incentivize people, if you've got an account with Griffin Airguns, I will be able to see you guys leave reviews. They get auto published. So I'm not, cherry picking reviews. If you got something bad to say, I'm not going to stop you from saying it. And honestly, if you have a rifle that my slugs don't work out of, I'd rather you let people know so that customers don't waste their money, because nobody has time for that, especially these days. I don't have the perfect slug for every rifle, but for the ones that I do, they shoot real well. So, I'm not going to sit there and silence people that, didn't have good results, because that's valuable for customers as well. So anyway, but I'll be able to see, who's leaving reviews and stuff like that. If you have an account with me, and you've got either a discount code from the old website that doesn't work because you can't check out on the old website anymore, let me know and I will give you a new discount code. And for the first 100 people that are just, logging on and leaving a review directly on the site, for the first 100 people, I'm going to just give a $10 credit to their account. So as long as you have an account, if you're signed up as a guest, I can't really give you a store credit. So if you've got an account, leave a review, get $10. Excuse me. So one of the things that's been keeping me busy that I've been working on is new packaging for all the calibers, really. So this is what the small calibers are going to be coming in. The standard hollow point and match slugs are going to come in silver tins. The LDC hunting slugs are going to come in black tins to indicate that they're special premium slugs. The big bore stuff is going to be coming in boxes. Pretty typical box. Inside of here is a bag with your slugs in it. It's bubble wrapped. The bag is also has one of these labels on it, so you guys can see you got your caliber, weight, slug style, ballistic coefficient, sectional density, and overall length. So all your important information for your ballistic caps is on the product box or tin in these cases. So that's going to be how that's rolling out from here on out. Also, might as well take a chance to mention this little bad boy. This is one of my new favorite little match slugs. It's a 31.8 XR match. There's no other weights in this option currently, but this is basically a little boat tail match slug, kind of designed around. I had been getting some questions from guys going to RMAC and some of the other, big shooting competitions that were shooting like Crowns and Dreamlines and stuff that didn't have M3 and Panthera levels of power, and so they were trying not to shoot like the 35 grain slug I got or a 40 grain, something like that, just because they were pushing their gun a little too hard and it wasn't cooperating, or they weren't getting the shot count that they wanted. So the 31.8 XR match, the boat tail helps reduce some of the friction caused from your bearing surface on those longer slugs. So generally, shooting this side by side like a typical 32 grain, let's like a flat base or a dish base or something like that, this will be a few feet per second faster out of the barrel just because there's less drag. These are specifically designed to fit FX side shot magazines for your Crowns, Dreamlines, Impacts, Mavericks, what have you. So this is pretty much right at 11 millimeters. They do cycle. I shoot these in my Dreamline quite a bit. Waiting on my carbon fiber barrel stiffener liner thing to come, and then I'll be doing a little accuracy video with my Dreamline and these slugs, just kind of show you guys how those are shooting. Again, this is a match slug, so there's no hollow point. So if you're going to use these for hunting, just be aware of that. There's no hollow point, so you're going to get a lot of pass-throughs, not a lot of energy transfer on something like this. In the next week, excuse me, in the next week, I should be releasing the hunting version of that. That'll have a hollow point. It'll also be slightly lighter because it's going to retain the same overall length. So I believe that came in at 30.8 or 30.7 grains, somewhere in there, but overall same slug. So you'll have a match and hunter version of the XR match. The XR hunter will obviously be the XR hunter and not the XR match. That'll be the designator. Speaking of slug naming schemes, all the solid nose, I didn't really have a, know what to call them when I first started coming out with them, like would be a good name. So they had solid nose, round nose. One of the guys I was sponsoring for competitions was like, "Oh, just call them an FMJ. Everybody knows what an FMJ is." Well, yeah, but that's also kind of misleading because they're technically it's not jacketed. So, and it's not lathe turn, so calling it a monolithic also doesn't really make a whole bunch of sense. So we're just going to call them match slugs. So currently the 35 FMJ, I think it's the dish base FMJ, is the typical match slug that I recommend, for long range shooting if you're not really concerned about having crazy terminal performance or expansion or anything like that. It's just a solid nose slug. And that's really just, in my opinion, it's going to give you the best BC for weight next to this XR match. So the XR match, as far as what I've seen out on the market currently for its weight, I think this has about the highest BC in its weight class of any slug I've seen so far. So in the 35 grain is kind of right at the peak of that bell curve of, you start going heavier, go up to a 40 grain match, your BC is pretty much the same as a 35 grain. At least from the testing that I've personally done and some of the customer tests that, I've worked with some people doing some testing that had some equipment, and they basically came back with the same number. So 40 grains, I think it's just using more air. 35 grains is probably a little bit more efficient, does about the same job, shoot it faster, easier. And when it comes to shooting long distance, BC is great, but if your BC isn't significantly better and you can shoot something a little lighter a lot faster, then your time of flight's going to be shorter. And that's what's going to dictate your wind exposure, is your overall time of flight. So for those of you guys that are really looking for like, oh, what's the best slug for you? That might be something to kind of start looking at if you're really trying to shoot 300-400 yards. What combination is going to give you the shortest time of flight? Is it going to be a heavier slug with a better BC? Is it going to be something a little bit lighter that's going to go a little bit faster that still has a comparable BC? So that kind of stuff's all going to play a role in your choice for long range ammo selection anyway, or at least it can. I mean, you can hit a target on a good day with just about everything out there. So, at a certain point, you're kind of splitting hairs. But in a competitive instance, every little bit helps. So that's maybe one way to think about your long range shooting is overall time of flight instead of just looking at BC or just looking at slug weight. It's the whole picture altogether. Anyway, that's enough rambling about that. I'm going to put a little screen grab video of my computer showing you guys what it looks like on the search results for Google. If you Google search the company, the top choice is the old site that I'm closing down, and the new site currently is ranked 2 on Google search. So if you just go one down and click on it, griffinairguns.com, you should be on the new site. If not, the old site has a bunch of links to the new site if you get there by accident. And if you don't know if you're on the right site or not, you'll find out when you go to check out, because you can't check out on the old site. So, yeah, if you guys are having any questions, shoot me an email, or you guys can find my contact information on either website. You guys can text message me pretty much anytime. Give me a call during normal business hours, or reach out via email. I'm usually pretty good about getting back to you guys pretty quick. So, anyway, let me know what you think of the new website. Go check it out. Links are in the description below. Yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think. I've been working hard on it, trying to make it a better experience for you guys, better experience for me, better deals for you guys, less headaches for me. So, yeah, hopefully I'm also going to be trying to get out at least some like little short videos, whether they're like the video last week of just a little crow shot with, hey, here's the rifle I use, here's a slug I use, check it out, 45 seconds. But time's just hard. I'm not going to make any promises about a weekly upload schedule or anything like that, because right now I'm a one-man show. So I'm doing this, doing the website, product packaging, plus all the manufacturing and slug testing. So it gets to be a pretty full schedule pretty quick. But anyway, Hope you guys enjoyed this little update on things. Like I said, go check out the new website. Let me know what you think about it. If there's things you like about it, things you hate about it, things I should add to it, any of that kind of stuff. So until then, shoot safe. You guys take care, and hope you're having a good year. Later.
Alright, so real quick, we're just going to look at the search results for searching for Griffin Airguns or Griffin Airgun ammo. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So this site right here is the one that I'm closing down. This is the new site, Griffin Airguns. So you can see here, if I click on this one, obviously there's a message right here when it pops up, new website, click this link. So if we click there, that'll take you to the new site. Also, oh, I guess that's actually the wrong link. So I'll have to get rid of this. This site is closing down. Please visit Griffin Airguns. So again, that should take you there, and the new store button should also take you there. Other than that, hopefully you guys can figure out how to get there. So again, we'll do Griffin Airgun ammo. So again, this is the top search result, and the new site is the second one. Looks like we're even the third one now too. So, alright. Hopefully that helps you guys navigate to the new site and find it. Alright. Let me know if you got any questions, and I'll try and help you out.